back. We are here and we are live. Little interview action. Austin from Alpine Dispensary has come on in and give me a minute of his time, kind of midway through this competition. Now, Austin, I want to talk to you a little bit about Alpine Dispensary. First dispensary in Georgia, correct?
Yes, sir. We opened 4/20/2019.
How thematical, right?
Incredible.
How thematical.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Almost like we did it on purpose.
There you go. It's like plan. There's a plan out here for these business owners. There you go. There you go. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how Alpine Dispensary will work in within esports.
Of course.
But first, hit me with a little bit of the science to it, right? Because obviously you hear dispensary, you think THC, Georgia laws and whatnot.
So Georgia is still
behind the times.
Illegal. Yeah, we're behind the times. It's Delta 9 THC, which is what people think of typically when they think of cannabis.
Yep.
Still not allowed to do in Georgia recreational, or we've got a little bit of medical, but it's not really that developed of a program, right? So what we deal in is actually federally unregulated cannabinoids that are found in the hemp plant. So CBD, CBG, CBC, Delta 8, THC, THCP, HHCA, things along those lines is what we deal in. And because they're not federally regulated, we can ship them. We ship them everywhere. We don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You don't have to have a license. Yep. The only thing you really have to do is be 18. And you can buy, sell, you can ship, you can receive. And
as an adult, 18, make your own decision.
Absolutely.
Right? So you listed a couple different 3 letters there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, lots of alphabet soup of stuff going on there.
There you go. As more of a non-native myself, the one I've mostly heard of, and possibly other people have mostly heard of, is CBD, and that is, of course, what is mostly involved in your product.
Of course,
this is the energy and focus Alpine Dispensary soft gels.
Right. Those are actually one of my favorite products.
Okay.
So what those are is CBD and CBG with taurine, caffeine, and vitamin B12.
Gotcha.
Right. So what CBD does is CBD regulates. It helps keep your body in homeostasis. So it helps keep all your bodily functions operating at maximum efficiency. It also regulates serotonin production in your brain, right? So it helps you keep you happy. It can prevent tilt in game when you start to get angry, that type of thing throws you off. It keeps that from happening. I like these soft gels a lot because what they'll do is they'll give you this massive jolt of energy from the caffeine and the taurine and stuff, right? But then the CBD is going to help you metabolize that and distribute it throughout your body more evenly so that it doesn't become just like unbridled electricity that creates these jitters and causes you to crash. And then the CBG is going to activate your brain to create it into focused energy so that it will be prolonged, zoned in type of an energetic effect, so that you can really like pay attention to what you're doing and you're noticing things that you normally wouldn't notice. Almost like an Adderall alternative, which is kind of what we're hoping that it will be seen as and how it will be used, because we understand that I know that Adderall is an issue in esports.
There's a lot of stigma.
There's a lot of stigma around it, and it's a problem, especially with the scene being so long. It's so young. There's a lot of negative side effects that can come both in the short term and the long term with abusing things like that. And so we want to offer almost like a holistic alternative that doesn't give you those types of things, but still brings you that energy and that focus and gives you that feeling when you're on the sticks that you're just absolutely unbeatable, just god tier level. You know what I mean?
So I think, to maybe summarize a lot of what you said there, is that the problem with a lot of these other substances is like the intoxication level.
Absolutely.
Right? When you're looking at these, well, you mentioned it. Anybody who's drank energy drinks before should notice the obvious lack of sugar in these, right?
Absolutely.
But like you said, caffeine, taurine, vitamin B12 in there. So any sort of like intoxication, as they would say,
right?
Something that
you don't want to have that when you're playing. The orgs don't want you. Competitors don't want you to be so high when you're playing a game that you can't remember the objective to team deathmatch. You know what I mean? That would be ridiculous. So this is going to give you a lot of the effects that people look for when they seek out those intoxicating drugs and stuff, but without the negatives, without the side effects, and without the damaging thing like after effects that come with using those things on a regular basis.
Anybody who's gone to one of these competitions and the quasi accusations are thrown all across all across first-person shooter competitions, but sometimes it's pretty obvious, and the mind simply boggles to think about what the health ramifications of a player taking that is within.
It's
and
scary.
as of right now, CBD and the energy with the taurine caffeine mix, really looking like the move. Now, I said earlier I was gonna ask you specifically, but I think you dived right in there. You really covered a whole lot.
I tried to avoid it, but I just get so excited.
There's no avoiding.
I'm passionate about it. We love this stuff here.
A lot of you said for pure passion plays right here. Talk to me a little bit about the event. Is this one of the first lands you've ever been to?
This actually is the first land that I've ever been to. Okay. So we're in Helen, Georgia. I'm a Georgia native. Cleveland, which is the same county as Helen. Really tiny Northeast Georgia mountain town nobody's ever really heard of. The only thing we're famous for is the longest Oktoberfest in the world and the Cabbage Patch Kids. So if you don't mess with any of that stuff, then like you don't know who we are. There's nothing like this where we're at. It's a 2-hour drive one way to Atlanta. We don't really have things around this. I don't have the opportunity to go. So this has been amazing to be here. Everybody's been so great. We've been received very well.
Fantastic.
The fans are great. The competitors have been really fun. Listening to everybody chirp at each other, watching the stream.
Chirp, that's a positive way to put it, right?
Yeah, it's the nicest, most political way, correct way I can put it. But like, it's just been so fun, man. I can't wait to get back. This is the first time we've gotten involved in this scene, and I can't wait to get back. This won't be the last. You guys are going to keep seeing us. We're going to keep making stuff like this happen. We want to make an impact. We want to help everybody have a good time. And we just love being here. We love what we're seeing. We appreciate everybody for having us here.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if you knew this, but I'm coming on from South Carolina as well. So there's not a whole lot of Esports down there in the South as of right now.
It's
Atlanta
true.
Maybe.
That's about
like you said, not really anywhere close to Atlanta, right?
Nowhere near.
Helen. So last little thoughts here. I want to give you an opportunity to talk to the good people about AlpineDispensary.com, right? No spaces, no underscores.
No spaces, no underscores.
Simplicity.
That's it. www.alpinedispensary.com. We ship to all 50 states. We have free shipping on any order over $50. Check us out. Use code COD10, COD, all caps, 10, get 10% off your order. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Let us know what you think about the product, and look for us at the next LAN that you guys are looking to watch or attend. We're going to be looking to get into a lot of stuff in the scene. We're excited to be here, and we hope we can stay for a long time.
There you go. Just to be 100% clear, that's COD10, COD 10, just in case there was any confusion about if that was a 0 or 1 on there.
Fair enough.
COD10, 10, no spaces there.
Absolutely.
Been awesome. Thank you for coming on and giving us a minute of your time.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Competitions here in just a little bit. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.